Guys, so we have an urgent information coming out. The bear and the sleeping giant Alaska meet already has drama, and it's not looking good. You have the leader of Ukraine, Zelensky, refuses to give territory to Russia to secure peace. The answer to the Ukrainian territorial question already is in the Constitution of Ukraine. No one will deviate from this, and no one will be able to. Ukrainians will not gift their land to the occupier. Stand firm. This is our land. We are Ukraine. Wow. Okay, so we're going to see what's going on here. Yesterday was the deadline, and there was no sanctions. There was no tariffs. But yesterday, Donald announced that he will meet with Russian President in Alaska. And yeah, today Zelensky is not pleased. Zelensky is like, you're not going to give up my territories. We're not going to give up the land. So we're going to see what's going on here, guys. And once again, Zelensky, he is not pleased. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. Let's start at the very beginning here, guys. If you can, please share this video. Politico is putting out this one here. A top Putin aide says Titanic efforts of provocations and phony baloney news are coming to derail next Friday meeting in Alaska. U.S. Commander-in-Chief wants to talk peace in Ukraine, but it hinted it could involve giving Russia territory, an idea Zelensky already shot down. Some in Europe and Ukraine are accused of wanting the war to continue, while the EU accuses Russia of running its own disinfo game. Now, the meeting hasn't even happened yet, and there's already a political food fight. Now, Zelensky refuses to give the territory up. All right, so give me a second here. I want to bring this one up too. Zelensky red line threatens to blow up Donald and Vladimir peace push. So with Donald and Vladimir set to meet in Alaska next week, Zelensky is digging in. No land for Russia. Not Crimea, not the Donbass. Not an inch. That stance clashes head-on with Vladimir demand to keep his 20% slice of Ukraine, and Donald hints at territory swaps to end the war fast, raising the risk that the talks will end in a frozen conflict instead of real peace. If Washington and Moscow cook up a deal without Kyiv, Zelensky says it'll be a stillborn decision, basically gift wrapping Vladimir land grab and sending him an invite for the sequel. Alright, so it's not looking good here, guys. Absolutely not looking good. Now, Zelensky said that it ain't gonna happen, Donald. We're not gonna recognize this, this peace. You want to give up the lands, it ain't gonna happen. Ukrainian will not gift their land. Zelensky rejects idea of territorial concession to end the biblical war. Zelensky firmly rejected on August the 9th the idea of ceding any Ukrainian territory to end the Bear War, following the U.S. Commander-in-Chief statement of a possible territorial swapping. The day before, Donald claimed that peace talks between Moscow and Kyiv will likely involve some swapping of territories. Now, the statement comes as the sleeping giant leader prepares to hold a summit with the bear leader Vladimir next week. Now, the answer to the Ukrainian territorial question is already in Ukraine's constitution. No one will deviate from this, and no one will be able to. Now, Ukraine will not gift their land to the occupier, Zelensky said in his evening address. Now, Zelensky emphasized that Ukrainians deserve peace, but a dignified one, and say Kyiv partners must understand this principle. Now, here's the map here, guys. This is the map, and we did talk about this yesterday. Give me 1 second here. So this biblical war must be brought to an end, and the bear must end it. The bear started it and is dragging it out, ignoring all deadlines, and that is the problem, not something else, Zelensky added. The bear currently occupies around 1/5 of Ukrainian territory. So the one with the pink, that's the Russian occupied territory as of April 2025. Those are the regions that were annexed. Crimea was annexed back in 2014. If I'm not mistaken, Crimea is down here. It was annexed in 2014. Now, Kherson, Zaporizhia, Donetsk, and Luhansk. These 4 regions were annexed, I think, in 2022 or 2023, if I'm not mistaken. Now, these are the territory that it seems like Donald might give to Putin. Zelensky is not accepting that. He's not going to agree. He's not going to give up those land. So Donald and Vladimir are expected to meet on August 15 in Alaska to discuss the war in Ukraine, with both sides having confirmed the meeting. Vladimir has publicly demanded that Ukraine forget NATO membership and withdraw troops from 4 of its regions as preconditions for peace. Now, under this condition, several large cities under Ukrainian control will have to be handed over to Russia. In his previous remarks, Donald did not specify what he meant by territorial swapping, though it possibly referred to Crimea, illegally annexed in 2014, and parts of Donetsk, Luhansk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson Oblast. Now, the bear declared the annexation of the latter 4 regions, which are partially occupied by Russia in 2022, following the Sham referendum. So that's the latest. Give me a second here. But again, Zelensky is not going to tolerate it. He's not going to accept this. We do have some more breaking news coming out. At their meeting next week, US Commander-in-Chief and the leader of the bear, Vladimir, will discuss a peace plan that will see Ukraine surrendering new territories. That's what Zelensky is not going to accept. Zelensky is saying, this is our land. We don't give up lands. So we're going to wait. Going to have to wait and see next Friday in Alaska, which used to be a territory of Russia. There's going to be that very important meeting between Donald and Putin. If you hear sounds in the background, I truly apologize. The neighbor is cutting his grass and they're using that big machine, and I truly apologize about that. We have latest updates here. These are the indicative estimates of the bear combat losses as of August 9th, according to the Armed Forces of Ukraine. These numbers are coming out from Ukraine and Western, not from Russia. Okay, so the bear losses as of August 9th. So the bear have lost 1,062,290 soldiers. Let me repeat that again. The bear, Russia. The bear lost 1,062,290 since this war began in 2022. Are you seeing that number? That's crazy. If this is true, which by the way, I'm just talking about the troops, I'm not even done with the rest. If this is true, why is Ukraine begging us for help? You guys are doing an amazing job. You took out more than 1 million of the bear soldiers. You don't need us. You guys are doing better than us. You don't need Donald. Continue with your operation. 23,103 AFV, 57,856 vehicles and few tanks, 11,088 tanks, 31,273 artillery, 50,315 drones, 1,456 MLRS, 421 planes, 340 helicopters, 3,555 cruise missiles, 1,204 anti-aircraft warfare, 3,936 special equipments, 28 warship and boats, 1 submarine. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the numbers that's coming out from Ukraine and Western. This is what Zelensky has done one-on-one against the bear. He took out more than 1 million troops and counting. You don't need us. You're doing great, man. Here's the thing, guys. I just don't go by this number. I don't believe it. Again, 1 million soldiers, and Ukraine only lost 50,000 soldiers compared to 1 million. Those numbers doesn't make sense. It's like people believing Joe got the 2020 victory. So the comments box, everyone is just, they don't believe it. They just laughing about this post. But 1 million soldiers taken out. We have breaking news. Donald invites Poland new president to the White House. I'm bringing this up because, again, these are NATO members alliance. Kowal won Poland's presidency in June with Donald backing and will visit Washington on September 3rd. That's during the blood moon. His rival, Prime Minister Tusk, called his swearing in a sad day, and now the two are set for years of political bickering. It says here, Nawalski already facing scandals and plans to block Tusk reform until 2027. The invite signals Donald continue push to strengthen ties with nationalist leaders abroad. All right, so there's a lot of stuff going on today. All right, guys, so far this is all the information here. And I will keep you updated when it comes to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Now, a lot of people are very disappointed that there was no sanctions and tariffs. Donald didn't keep his word. And but Donald said there was, next week there's going to be a meeting in Alaska. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be huge. All right. But today Zelensky is like, no, Donald, No, I'm not giving up. And again, there ain't going to be no swap. I ain't giving up no territory. We shall see how all this plays out, guys. This is all the information. Again, please share the video. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.